Edmonton Oilers, Nashville Predators for Tuesday. Oilers on the road, $1.45, 6.5 over at minus 120.
Final.
See if we got the Skinner and the Saros matchup here. And neither goalie confirmed at this point, but feels like the right matchup today from everything we've seen. You got both teams already with a couple of losses so far. Edmonton with that 0-2 start that we talked about, and Nashville also with a couple of losses, but they did win their game so far at home, and they're 0-2 on the road.
Final.
It was for Nashville a 3-0 victory at home. I'm sorry, yeah, at home against Seattle. The losses were at Tampa Bay 5-3 and at Boston 3-2. Of course, it was Edmonton, like I said, with that road victory. That road defeat, of course, they're 0-2. I mentioned the two games against Vancouver, the home and home. Losing that game 8-1 left everybody scratching their head, and then they come back home and lost 4-3. So, uh, considering in that Vegas series, what happened, just a little bit of need a win here. Oilers need to get a win here somehow in this one, and I don't know. It feels uh, like it could be a tough spot. I know the Oilers should be decent here, and you don't think they'll lose three in a row, but pressure is going to be on here, and they're favored on the road against a Nashville team that, well, let's just face it, the Oilers have dominated the Predators. I don't know if that part is factored into the line. Maybe it is. They've won 8 of the last 9 meetings against Nashville. And Nashville, uh, when they're a dog, they play low. They play low scoring games,
Final.
and they play low scoring games in general. Feels like to me. Now, Edmonton certainly you can what you sometimes do is throw out that big score a little bit. Yeah, they lost, but you don't count them for 8 goals. It just was a bad night. If you lose 8-7, you count the 8 goals. If you lose 8-1, it's like losing 5-1. Now, you don't want to mess up your number. Your numbers, your ratings too much when the team's giving up and all that. This is a home dominated series, but Edmonton needs a win, obviously, after this slow start. And I don't know, data points here at this point for totals. I mean, I want to, stay involved in the totals as much as I can because that's my specialty. But we're riding now just an even streak so far after last night. So, all right. For me, it does feel like under is a call for me here with Nashville being at home. I mean, that's usually what happens with Nashville games of late. It feels like, yeah, Edmonton and the overs, I get it so far. But Darren said he likes betting Nashville unders, and I do too. And, they've already had a couple of them. So let's do it, Darren, you and I. Maybe that's our consensus. Let's take the under here with Edmonton and Nashville. And he says the value is on Nashville, and I agree. I mean, uh, home dog. I don't want to downgrade Nashville too far. When they can, they really can be okay in home situations. But like I said, that's a dominating series now. Uh, Granted, given they don't play as frequently, but 8-1 Edmonton in the last 9.